Hey, you guys. y'all. y'all. Now, y'all know we got to talk about it. I'm supposed to be able to go to live today. Today is actually October the 16th, y'all. And this was the first time that I ever got blocked, restricted, whatever you want to say, from being able to go live with my Keishians, my Let's Talk About It crew. And I truly do apologize, you guys. But I said, I'm not going to let y'all down. I'm not going to let the devil win. How about that? Because I was super excited about this show today. And I said, I'm going to talk about it still. Y'all just got to see it in video. Y'all can't interact with me. But if you have anything that you do want to say in reply to this, hey, like I said, we're still able to talk about it. Y'all comment below to this video and let me know what y'all think about these things, you guys. Because like I said, I didn't want y'all to miss. I had got all excited. And y'all know how I do. I like to get glammed up too. So I said, I'm not going to let my crew miss this. But on a downtime, I said, I'm going to give me some food. Because I was hungry, y'all. But anyway, again, it is October the 16th. And I thank you guys. Oh, y'all hear Barry? You hear? I hope y'all can hear him, honey. I know it's a little low, but anyway. Barry say practice what you preach, honey. Practice what you preach. Y'all women ain't practicing what you preaching out there, he say. But no, you guys, like I said, I want to thank you guys for all the love, the support. I hate that we weren't able to go live today, but again, I thank you guys. Love you all. Anyway, so today, what we're going to be discussing is what older people want to talk about. I actually was thumbing through my DMs and realized, like, dang, these older people, I need to put them together with what they're going through and what they got going on. You know, it's young. Well, I ain't young no more. You know, I said, but, you know, a bunch of the topics have been, you know, kind of in our little age, my age bracket and younger. I said, but, you know, I have a bunch of supporters that's older than me, and it's a bunch of stuff that they have to say as well. So when I came across this older guy's DM to me, I said, you know what, let me go thumb through and see what other people want to talk about that was in that age. And if y'all hear Barry White, and for y'all that's too young and don't understand Barry White, telling me this. But anyway, the first question, you guys, is from an older man. I'm gonna be honest, it's from an older guy, and what he has a question. But in this question, you guys, I wanted y'all to hear how I heard it. Okay, so we're gonna talk about what this older gentleman had wrote in and wanted to say to me. Okay, the first question is, the first statement, I'm gonna read the whole thing. He says, I'm an older man and things don't work how they used to. Like they used to, I will admit. But I will say I'm a great provider, protector, and gentleman. I know what to do as a man. But why has the label for being an older man means you're a sugar daddy? I had explored a lot of things. And when this man said explored, I said, I know what he means. If he older, he been exploring a little bit. He said, I have explored a lot of things throughout my life. At my age, I'm just looking for a good woman. Y'all, it's sad. It's sick and it's sad, but it's the truth, okay? For some odd reason, and I'm just going to go and call a spade and damn dice a dice, okay? First and foremost, the reason why most older men are looked at to be sugar daddies is because 9 times out of 10, you're going across your age threshold, if it's one. You know, they say age don't matter, and truly indeed it should not, especially when it comes to love. But what happens is, when an older guy gets, let's just say 50, 60, and he wants his 20-year-old chick, he's going to automatically be looked at as a sugar daddy, because what else could this girl possibly want from you? But before I agree to disagree, I'm going to say this. Everything has some kind of label, no matter how you act. And it's not your fault, sir, for the ones that DM me this. It's not your fault. What has happened, most older men, when they approach you and they know you're not in their age bracket, what happens is they have put out there that older men will take care of a woman. And he's gonna do this, he's gonna do that, he's gonna, same thing you stated in your comment, you said, well, in your statement, you said, I'm a good provider That was the first thing come out your mouth. So yes, when we look to an older person, we expect him to be a great what? Provider. Okay? But like I said, I believe everyday labels get placed on things because of certain things. Everybody in the world knows older men, the first thing, their first punchline, their first way to try to reel you in is by saying they can take care of you. They can do this. They can do that. And I truly do apologize that you went into that bracket of older man. So that's just y'all label. Okay? Just like a cougar. A cougar is named a cougar because this is a cougar. This is a woman that's dating a younger guy. Okay? Same thing for a hooker. A hooker is a person walking down the damn street. I mean, with a heel phone selling that thing. Come on, everybody get their dang labels. Okay? A D-boy, he's getting that because of what he's doing out in the streets. A thug is a thug. You know, everybody got their labels. And I truly do apologize. A thought is a thought. A pimp is a pimp. I truly do apologize that you feel some kind of way about that. But for some odd reason, older men's first approach to any woman is that they can take care of you. So 9 times out of 10, you're going to be looked at as a sugar daddy. Figure out some way around it. And yes, everybody wants a good woman. Everybody wants a good man. Okay? But you have to bring yourself out of that with whatever woman that you connect with. That's what you got to choose to do. You can't be trying to whine and down. And yes, you're going to be looked at to every woman as a sugar daddy. It's just what it is. We're just going to be real with ourselves, and then everything else will fall in place. And I always say, y'all be real with yourself now. This is why your approach needs to be different. But anyway, but y'all are good guys, good providers. I totally agree with that. Our older man has been, like you said, so adventurous and explored so many different things that now you are ready to settle down. But it's just something that the universe, the world, or whatever you want to say, has put out there, that label for older men. Okay? But I imagine if you was dating a woman in your own bracket, nobody would feel like, oh, he trying to be a sugar daddy to her. So you got to think about what you're choosing to be labeled as that. That's number one key. Okay? All right. So I know y'all can't reply to what y'all think as my viewers, but yes, you still can comment. I'll go back. We'll chop it up, chime in on it. This is still an open discussion. I just can't, I'm just not live with you guys tonight. Okay. The second question was, why does it seem so easy for a younger woman to get men to do things versus an older woman? Now, this was from a woman, right? Honey, I feel you. I feel you on that now. I'm serious. I feel you on that. A younger girl can get, and I'm going to be honest with you, when you said this, the first thing that clicked in my head was, because she's younger. She's still young and tender, as they say. Everybody wants some young and tender. That's it. But anyway, the fresher they is, the newer they is, it's just better. It's always been better. The new car is better than the old car. Everybody know that now. And I ain't comparing us women, and I ain't trying to downgrade us when I said, I'm just saying, usually young girls are able to get more stuff out of guys because of that. But I want you to truly understand this, because you are a woman that asked me this question. The only men that they can get to do things that they want them to do is boys. They're still boys in their head. A real man ain't gonna fall for anything. Okay? He ain't gonna be telling no tricks for no little bit of young tender. You see what I'm saying? A real man want a real woman that's gonna do real things. Most guys that are portraying to be men but are like little boys, yeah, they doing all they can for little young girls. Okay? And then I ain't want to say nothing because y'all know how I am. I'm gonna be honest, I ain't want to put this out here. But younger girls, they ain't got no standards. They ain't got really no morals on stuff that they just living life. They young and they adventurous, And at the end of the day, what happens is they are literally gonna give out more than someone our age. Okay, it's gonna take a little more, okay, than a trip to the mall. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna, us as you mature and you get older, it takes a lot to get us where it should. Now, not everybody, but you know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. Usually when you become older, you become wiser, and men can't play the same tricks as they used to play on you when you were younger. So, of course, it's easier for them to capture a younger girl and do all they can for her. But to you, outside looking in, it may seem like a lot, but if that person still had to present himself and what he had to offer to an older woman, it probably would be nothing. I mean, come on. We are old enough that we can get our own nails done. We can get our own hair done. We can probably pay our own bills. You know, get our clothes, shoes, whatever. But if he's doing that for a younger girl, to her, that's great. That's amazing. You see what I'm saying? And so now she can get him to do anything in your book, but she can't. She really can't. That shit calls. And in return, to be honest, now, look, you know, young girls don't know this, but in return, he's getting more out the deal than you. He's getting more out the deal than you. Because now, what happens is you're making a name and a path for yourself where they just looking at him as the boss, as the kingpin, as this, as a good guy. He you know, he's a caterer. He's, you know, women, we don't look at each other a different way. What happens is the guys do. The men will say, oh man, such and such ran through her. You see what I'm saying? But we don't do that with the guys. We just look at them and say, oh, he done had this one, he took care of this one, he done gave this one, he done done this, he done done. Now he's some kind of master guy. He's some kind of big baller, shot caller, as they say. You see what I'm saying? We look at women different. You know, we look at things different than how men do. Okay? So that's just what it is. Like I said, we have more morals, we have more standards. You know, for a guy to be able to come in and really tell us that he's gonna take care of us and he's gonna be with us. He gotta bring more to the table. I guess that's what I said. He gotta bring more to the table. Okay? Because now we too grown for the foolishness. Now, like I said, I didn't want to be mean. I didn't want to be nasty. I gotta quit drinking this stuff. I'm gonna drink my lemon water, you guys. I'm trying to be a little healthy. A little bit. But anyway, no, seriously. Younger people are easier. I hate to say that word. I'm gonna be honest, us as older women, we ain't doing all that extra to please a guy in the bedroom, because what do you deserve? Like, what have you done to deserve those things? A younger woman, she'll just pop off right then and there, because that she don't know no better. She you know what I mean? She's just frivolous with her sexual activities. Okay, she's trying to be the best she can be. When we grow up and you become a grown woman, it ain't about trying to be the best you could be in the sheets. It's about how you gonna build that foundation with me. How can we grow? How can we be more than what we is, other than lovers and friends? Okay, so it's just a little difference. Okay, like I said, y'all, I wanted to eat a little bit, but I don't look like I'm gonna be able to have time to stop. But I'm hungry as crap. So excuse me. Okay. So next thing I want to give to you guys before we go into the third question is a little words of encouragement. I want to stop and talk about that, because like I say, I always wait till the end and then I'm all over the place, and I don't want to get scatterbrained now. I can't tell y'all really what I want to say. Okay. My words of encouragement for everyone is the person that's courageous enough to risk or take risk in life is the first to succeed. You have to know in life that if you want to accomplish something, it's going to take a risk. Okay? You're going to put something on the line in order for that to work out great. Okay? A lot of people talk about how they lost friends, or they did this, or I had to go through this, I had to move to a different state, I had to, you know, leave this behind, or leave that. You know, at the end of the day, that's what it is. Everything, all great accomplishments is really made through risk. Somebody took a risk in their life in order to be accomplished and successful in their lives. Okay? And then you have to have faith in that. You have to have faith that whatever you're risking your life for, or risking whatever for, to be able to have those things, you got to know to yourself that you're going to become greater if I have faith in that. Okay? I remember Steve Harvey saying, you got to take that leap of faith with yourself. You got to know, just like an eagle or a bird jumping out of out of the nest for the first time, you got to know in yourself that when I jump, my goal is not to plummet and fall. My goal is to soar and become great on my own. You understand? So everything take a risk. I'm quite sure that woman, you know, that mama bird ain't want to push her babies out that nest But she know the only way they can disattach themselves from and depending on her is to be able to push them out and have faith that they, and yes, some of them hit the ground. But does that mean that they stop there? No. Now they just got a higher ladder to climb. You understand? So y'all, my encouraging words to you guys is nothing in life that you obtain doesn't take risks. Like, you have to take risks to be able to attain those things, okay? You got to be courageous. I think that's the word that I was looking for. You got to be courageous in all acts, okay, for things to be great. Okay, the next question was, and I'm going to skedaddle off of that, okay? But the next question was, do you feel that this generation is killing our future? This was also from an older person. And my question to that, and y'all may agree or disagree, but I will say this, no. No, because everyone has their own era of time when they grow up. And it's scary. Nowadays, it's scary to me. Let me tell y'all why. Because I'm only 39 years old, but my 5-year-old can maneuver better than me. You know, when I was 5, we didn't have that. We had cassette tapes and CDs and VHSs and, you know what I mean? These kids don't need all that. All they need is their phone. Do you understand? They got something called Google. They got something called YouTube. They got, man, even how their mind is, and y'all can relate, let me know. It's their timing. So things that we grew up on, let's just talk about it. Like, okay, remember how when, we were younger, we used to have to help our parents, right, on things. But now you probably find yourself at, 35, 40, asking one of your, younger siblings, or, not younger siblings, but younger, your child or nephew, niece, whatever, a question, something dealing with technology. I remember reading a paper map to get somewhere. These babies be young, 18 years old, know how to set up a flight, get on the flight, know if it's going to go and when it's coming back. You know what I'm saying? That was some scary shit to me. Not that, no, I don't mean no harm, but I flew on a plane before, but the adults did that for me. You ain't got to tell these babies, okay? And I call them babies because they're young, but it's their era. They're not behind like we was. So when you think about that, you teach your mama, and then now your kids having to teach you. It's just their era. Another thing, something as small as what's that thing? The dang skateboard. When we were growing up, the little skateboard had the little 4 wheels. Then it ended up the 2 wheels, and then now they got the hoverboard. You just stand on the thing and lean forward, lean to the left. My mind can't even wrap around nothing like that. I don't know what they got going on. Anyway, but no, I will say no. It seems scary, this generation, because they're moving. They got to know more. Okay? But to be honest with you, they are our future because they will have to teach us. Okay? The same stuff that's coming on and moving on. And like I say, technology is zooming so fast, I can't even keep track of the stuff. Okay? I can't keep up with it. Okay? And I'm only 39 years old, but I have to ask questions about this stuff. What's this? What's that? I don't know if y'all are paying attention. The money. Paper money is running out. How often, ask yourself that question, how often do you really use cash? Okay? Use a swipe of a card. Get your phones now. Put it up to the screen. That's it. Get on out of here. Our parents, if I go down there and try to show none of that, hey, Mom, just put your card, stuff in the phone, and then when you get up there, just push it. She'll be lost. So it's scary. Okay? They're quicker. Let me tell you, the most we had going on, even with violence, was stuff like, people fighting down the street, or somebody got cut during a fight, or somebody broke in somebody's store and stole some stuff. You didn't hear too much about shootings and killings and this, that, and the third. Think about this, because I was brought up in the, not trying to bring it up, but the Rodney King era, okay? They beat that man with their little billy club they had on their side. It's horrible, but that's what they did, okay? Nowadays, these cops are shooting. They're pulling their gun and not thinking about their billy club. They're thinking about their mace. It's a different era. You got to be prepared. You got to be prepared. And no offense to anybody that disagree with me, but I thank God for them. Because they'll be more prepared. Because we lost. We didn't grow up in this type stuff. We don't know why this happened. When they got, cryptocurrency. We was just talking about that Bitcoin. They got all kinds of stuff. We don't know nothing about that. I can go back even further. Come on, the paper food stamps. What, they say $10 is just plain white paper? Now they give you a whole card. Now it's so much that's changed in this world. We don't have no understanding of it because it's not our era. Okay? So no, when you ask me, is this generation killing our future? No. They're going to build our future. Are they reckless in a lot of stuff? Yeah, but they don't play no games, do they? So I think that's what makes it scary. Because right now, they young with guns. They young. They ain't got time to fight in the streets like we did when we was little. They ain't got time to bump fists. Okay, and that's the part that's scary. Do you understand me? But that's the advancement of the years that they're living in. Okay? Another thing, like I said, a lot of things that they're dealing with, we can't even comprehend in their life and in their head. We used to have to go do paper applications to get a job. They can click a few buttons online and apply for every job across America right now. And if you know it to be true, if you're around my age, you know that you didn't know who was hiring in the next town over. All you knew what was going on in your own little town or your own little area. Okay? It's changing, it's forever changing, but I think they're here to advance us and to be our future, not hinder our future. So I thank God for them. And to guide us into the future. Like I said, we had to guide our parents into this day and age, and then they have to guide us into the next day and age. You see what I'm saying? So everybody's here for a reason. Okay? That's what I feel. And then, like I said, they just be reckless sometimes, and it's scary though. Because we used to people just, breaking in a store and stealing some packs of gum and all that foolishness. We weren't used to all this extraness. But anyway, we all have, I do believe, survival instincts. And my instinct is go hide. These new generational people, they ain't got time to hide. Okay, they don't know what we talking about. Come on, go hide. They ready to get front and center and face some of these things. And I